There is a reason silence feels safer than speaking, and it has nothing to do with being shy. Sometimes your mind does not want words, it wants space, it wants softness, it wants quiet. Have you ever noticed how some conversations feel like work? Not because the person is difficult, not because the topic is heavy, but because your brain is already full. You sit there, nodding, smiling when you should, saying the right words, but inside you are drowning in your own thoughts and trying to keep your energy from slipping through your fingers. And the moment the call ends, or the door closes, or the room goes quiet, you finally exhale. That relief you feel is not antisocial. It is not rude. It is not weakness. It is your nervous system saying thank you. Here is what nobody explains clearly. Conversation is a cognitive marathon. Every word you hear needs processing. Every response needs filtering. Every social cue demands energy. Psychologists call this cognitive load. You know it as that heavy moment when someone asks how your day was, and you cannot find a single sentence. Not because nothing happened, but because everything happened. And translating your entire internal world into words feels impossible right now. Silence is not empty. Silence is where your brain organizes itself. It is where emotions settle, where memories sort, where thoughts stop fighting for attention. Think about your commute home, that quiet walk after a long day, the peaceful minutes before sleep, the first sip of morning coffee when the world is still. These are not small preferences. These are recovery periods. Your brain uses silence to integrate your life, to file what matters, to release what does not. But here is the part that changes everything. Some people need silence like others need air. Not because they dislike people, not because they are distant, but because their nervous systems process the world differently. They absorb every micro expression, every tone shift, every unspoken tension in the room. By noon, their senses are flooded. By evening, they are running on fumes. So when they choose silence over speaking, they are not avoiding you. They are protecting the last of their energy. If this feels true for you, consider subscribing for more insights like this. There is something else psychologists observe. Sometimes you have thoughts, you have opinions, you have things to say, but the effort required to translate them into speech feels too heavy. So you choose quiet, you choose observation, you choose to let others fill the space. And somehow that feels more honest than forcing words you do not mean. Our ancestors understood silence. They had quiet rituals, reflection practices, moments where the tribe stopped speaking so deeper truths could rise. Modern life has forgotten this wisdom. We fear quiet rooms. We rush to fill pauses. We treat silence like a social failure. But your brain knows better. When you choose silence, you are not withdrawing. You are integrating. When you protect your quiet, you're not being difficult. You're being sustainable. When you honor your need for peace, you're not broken. You are brilliantly designed. Silence is not the absence of connection. It is connection with yourself. It is where you metabolize your experiences, where you digest your emotions, where information becomes wisdom. Some people recharge through talking. Their thoughts organize through speech. Their energy rises in conversation. Others recharge through silence. Their thoughts organize in stillness. Their energy rebuilds in solitude. Neither path is wrong. Both are human. But only one is celebrated. So if you are someone who finds comfort in quiet, who feels safer in silence, who comes alive in stillness, do not apologize for it. Your silence is not a flaw to fix. It is a strength to honor. Before we end, I want to ask you something real. When did you first realize that the silence felt more comfortable than talking? I would love to read your experience in the comments. Thank you for watching. And if you want more videos that help you understand your mind with clarity and compassion, subscribe to Deep Clarity.